My name's Michael Gillett. I'm aged 47. I live and work in Wales in the UK. Originally, my first career choice was engineering. I did an apprenticeship with Rolls-Royce, but it was very indoor-based and a very sort of controlled, sterile environment, which I didn't enjoy. Saw an advert wanting chainsaw cutters and took that up as a summer job and enjoyed it, enjoyed the freedom and had the incentive to work long hours and make some money, and it was just the freedom of everything. I started felling for other contractors in 1979, but by 1980 I just felt I could do better than they were doing, and bought my own tractor, and from there I bought a tractor with a winch to drag trees, and the first type of work I took on was skylining, which is a common way of extracting timber in this area because of the hilly terrain. The skylining was what brought me into the woods, and it's a must if you want to work in this area. The harvesting and timber extraction here is very challenging. The slopes can range from vertical to flat on the same contract, and therefore we need a diverse range of machinery to remove this timber. It's a progression of having a tractor on the roadside and dragging a rope to the trees to bring the trees to the roadside where you can process them. And you need to go further and further afield to get these trees, so we need to suspend the ropes in the air and cable craning, which is based on an Austrian type of logging, but it works well in the UK and Wales. The company today, which we named MG Harvesting, the majority of the work is within Wales, but we're stretching our wings now. We're going further afield each year, and we're working the length and breadth of the UK at the minute. We've 18 people working for us now. It's a big business, and at the moment we run 13 ponsse machines at the minute, 4 ergos, a bear, the whole range of forwarders, and the latest acquisition is a big elephant forwarder. I know the product well, and Ponsse look after me well, so I don't feel the need to venture into deals with other manufacturers. It's orange, red or green spots. That's all. Leave the deadwood standing. You get any broadleaves, halo thin right round in there. I will try and visit this site at least once a week to ensure everything's going as it should. The boys are in regular contact by phone. Currently I have 6 sites similar on the go, and most of my day is spent on the road. My vehicle has become my office, and that's the way I work. When I get home, my home life's my own life. The job we've just started here today is in a recreational forest. The aim is to take approximately 1 in 3 trees out to make the forest very pleasing to the eye for people to walk and cycle through. The timber here is very big. The bear is ideally suited to this. We bought the bear last May, and she is a very strong and powerful machine. It doesn't stay anywhere very long. Once it gets into the timber, it cuts it very quickly. I was born in Harrogate in England, North Yorkshire. My parents retired to this area of Wales in Bala. They since moved on and left me here. I liked the area. I'd married a local girl. She was born and bred in Wales and is very proud to be Welsh. She has lived here all her life. This area of Wales is very Welsh. 70% of the local people use it as their first language, and they're very proud to be who they are and proud of their country and countryside. There's no place like home. It's where we live and where we want to stay. We're now heading up to my wife's brother's farm. It was her family home. He has about 60 acres of land and keeps sheep and cattle. He fattens cattle there and rears lamb. My family go there quite often. Their uncle needs help and they enjoy going there. So now during the lambing season there's a lot of work to do. So this is where we're going now. The eldest son, Sean, is now working for the company full-time and has been for the last 3 years. My youngest son, Dion, is keen to follow in his brother's footsteps, and is virtually my shadow at work these days. Yeah. And my daughter, the eldest child, is starting to help me with the paperwork now, so the whole business is becoming a family affair. My wife is the anchor point at home. She looks after the house and tries to keep us all under control. My wife thinks logging is dirty overalls and muddy boots. That is my wife's opinion, but she's come from farming stock and is well used to that. Forestry is a way of life, I think. It takes a special type of person, a strong character, and a strong partner to... I think it's a brave woman that marries somebody who works in the woods. You know, when people want the wood, you need to cut it. So the hours can be irregular, and Bala is our hometown. It's a beautiful place. It's got the largest natural lake in Wales on our doorsteps. It's an old market town, and the hills around are covered in timber. It's an ideal and beautiful place to live. It's a small town of approximately 3,500 people. We live just on the outskirts, so we can have the best of both worlds. It's very quiet where we live, and it's very close to travel to for shopping, etc. But this is our new house. It's been built very slowly. As my business grew, where we live is a bit too small to run forestry machines from. And when this place came for sale, it seemed an ideal place to set up home. And my wife is from a farming background, and it's a bit of a hobby of mine. We keep our chickens and sheep here. and we're trying to build a new house for ourselves. Hopefully it should be a good place to live. I think the main reason I stick with Ponsse is the family nature of the factory and the business, the people we meet, the support we get. Inevitably, there are problems from time to time, and it's not hard work sorting these things out. There definitely is something special about Ponsse and its customers. In the early days, we went out to Vierma quite often and met many of the people in Finland there and got great support and friendship from them. And as Ponsse parent company gets bigger, I think that role is being taken over by Ponsse UK, and life goes on. They seem to maintain this special bond between customer and Ponsse workforce. The helmet I bought on a trip to America. I went out there on the invitation of Ponsse. I brought 2 of these helmets back as souvenirs for the boys, but I've taken to wearing this one, and it saves me losing my helmet. I always know which one is mine.